Imagine a seed buried under layers of soil, waiting patiently for the right time to sprout and blossom. That's the magic of patience. In the vast tapestry of life, patience is a universal law we find beautifully expressed in nature. It's the quiet rhythm that governs the ebb and flow of seasons, the steady ticking of the cosmic clock, and the pulsing heartbeat of the universe. Just as the seed waits for the right conditions to sprout, so too does patience play a critical role in our personal progress and success. Think about it. The seed doesn't sprout overnight. It waits for the right amount of sunlight, the right temperature, the right amount of moisture. It waits for the world to be ready for it. And when all conditions align, it unfurls, it grows, it blossoms. It doesn't rush, it doesn't force. It simply waits. And in that waiting, it finds its strength, its resilience, its purpose. This divine dance of patience and progress is beautifully encapsulated in the Bible, in the book of James, chapter 5, verses 7 and 8. It reads, "Be patient, therefore, brothers, until the coming of the Lord. See how the farmer waits for the precious fruit of the earth, being patient about it until it receives the early and the late rains. You also be patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord is at hand." So what does this tell us? That patience isn't merely about biding our time. It's not about idle waiting. It's about understanding the rhythm of life, the pulse of the universe. It's about recognizing that every moment has its purpose and every season has its wisdom. It's about being still, being present, and being ready for when the right time comes. So patience isn't just about waiting, it's about waiting wisely. Waiting isn't about doing nothing. It's an art. It's about preparing, growing, and becoming. Like a painter waiting for the right light to capture a scene, or a composer waiting for the perfect note to complete a symphony, waiting is a fundamental part of our journey. It's not a passive state of idleness, but an active state of readiness. Waiting is the canvas on which we sketch our dreams, and the silence that precedes the music of our achievements. But why does waiting matter? Why do we not just rush forward and seize what we want? Well, let's dive into the science of it. Research shows that those who learn to wait, who cultivate the art of patience, tend to be more successful. A study from the University of Pennsylvania, for instance, unveiled that patient individuals are more likely to achieve their long-term goals. They are more likely to save for the future, to maintain healthier lifestyles, and to have more stable relationships. Why is this so? Because waiting is not just about time, it's about growth. It's about harnessing the power of delay, of anticipation, of preparation. It's about learning to navigate the currents of time rather than being swept away by them. And while we wait, we evolve. We become more resilient, more adaptable, more attuned to the rhythm of our own lives. We learn to listen to the whisperings of our hearts, to discern the subtle shifts in our surroundings. We become artists of our own existence, painting our paths with the brushstrokes of patience. But remember, waiting is not about stagnation. It's a dance, a delicate balance between action and inaction, between striving and surrendering. It's about knowing when to move and when to be still, when to speak and when to listen, when to strive and when to surrender. So the next time you find yourself waiting, remember this: you're not idling. You're growing, you're preparing, you're becoming. And in that becoming, you're already succeeding. The wait isn't a pause, it's a preparation. There's a time for everything under the sun. There's a time to wait and there's a time to act. As we continue our journey, let's delve into the power of right timing. Timing, you see, is an often underappreciated aspect of success. It's not just about waiting, but waiting wisely. It's about recognizing the right moment to act and seizing it with both hands. Consider the words of the legendary investor Warren Buffett, who once said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." His success, as colossal as it is, can be largely attributed to his ability to wait for the right time to make his moves in the market. Now let's move from the world of finance to the realm of sports. The great golfer Arnold Palmer was known for his timing. He said, "Success in golf depends less on strength of body than upon strength of mind and character." And part of that strength of mind and character is knowing when to swing, when to hold back, when to take a risk, and when to play it safe. And it's not just in the world of sports and finance where timing is crucial. In the realm of creativity, Timing is everything. The brilliant inventor Thomas Edison knew this well. He once remarked, "Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits." Edison's numerous inventions were not a result of hasty decisions, but of meticulous planning, patient testing, and the perfect timing. You see, the power of right timing is universal. It applies to all aspects of life. From the seeds that wait for the right conditions to sprout, to the stars that wait for the right moment to shine, everything in this universe understands the power of right timing. So remember, success is not just about waiting. It's about waiting wisely. It's about understanding the rhythm of life and dancing to its beat. It's about knowing when to step forward and when to hold back. It's about recognizing the right moment and seizing it with both hands. Success doesn't just come to those who wait, but to those who wait wisely. Progress isn't always linear. Sometimes it requires us to take a step back, wait, and then leap forward. Let's take a moment to ponder this statement. It's quite profound, isn't it? You see, we live in a world which often promotes a quick fix mentality. We're told to hustle, to grind, to push our limits, and to chase after success relentlessly. But what if I told you that sometimes the key to progress isn't in rushing forward, but rather in the art of waiting patiently? This might seem counterintuitive, but let's delve deeper. Patience, my friends, isn't just about waiting. It's about maintaining a positive attitude while waiting. It's about understanding that the journey towards progress is often a winding road rather than a straight path. So, how exactly does patience play a role in our progress? Well, it's quite simple. Patience allows us to make mindful decisions. It prevents us from acting on impulse and making hasty decisions that we might regret later. Now, this isn't just a lofty idea. Several studies have shown that individuals who practice patience tend to make more progress in their personal and professional lives. For instance, a study conducted by the University of Pennsylvania found that individuals who demonstrated patience were more likely to achieve their long-term goals compared to those who were more impulsive. Patience also fosters resilience. It teaches us to weather storms and overcome obstacles. It reminds us that it's okay to fail, to fall, and to stumble as long as we pick ourselves up and keep moving forward. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where you're tempted to rush, to push, or to force things, remember the power of patience. Remember that progress isn't always about moving forward at breakneck speed. Sometimes it's about slowing down, reflecting, and waiting for the right moment to leap forward. Patience isn't just a virtue, it's a vehicle for progress. So let's embrace patience and let it guide us on our journey towards progress. After all, good things come to those who wait. Scene script. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about waiting for the right time to make your move. In the grand tapestry of life, each thread of success is woven with the golden strand of patience. Waiting for the right time is not about idleness, but rather a strategic pause, a purposeful rest, a moment of gathering strength before the leap. It's when we bide our time, align our resources, and prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. Think of the legendary inventor Thomas Edison. He tried thousands of times before he found the right filament for the electric bulb. He could have been impatient, given up, or moved on to something else, but he didn't. He waited. He persevered. He knew the right time would come, and when it did, he was ready. Or consider the story of the world-renowned author J.K. Rowling. She was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was finally accepted. Imagine if she had stopped submitting after the 10th or 11th rejection, but she didn't. She waited for the right time, the right publisher, and the rest is history. There's a beautiful quote by the famed writer Paulo Coelho that states, "Everything will fall into place when the time is right." This is a profound truth that we often overlook. We are so eager to reach our destination that we forget to enjoy the journey. We forget that the journey is where we grow, learn, and become ready for success. Waiting for the right time is about understanding that success is a process. It's about recognizing that every failure is a stepping stone, every setback a setup for a comeback, and every struggle a lesson to be learned. So remember, like the seed waiting to sprout, your time to blossom is coming. Be patient, and you'll see that success is worth the wait.